I wanted to just make a video mostly talking a little bit. So, if you don't want to see me talking about projects and stuff, you can leave here. You won't make me mad. Talking about the 70. I'm going to add in a picture. Now, I've showed most of these pictures a bunch of times because I've, I've said this a few times. It was hit head on, hard. The car was totaled. The car was more of a mess and harder to fix than what I'm doing to that 67 is. It's not within factory specifications on measurements, on wheelbase. Honestly, it's not it's not junk, but it's not right. It's a wrecked car, and it will never be right. We didn't have a frame machine. We didn't have any way to pull stuff, so a lot of things got cut and bent and welded back, and it was fixed the best we could working in this garage with a sawzall, a hammer, and a welder. But one thing I do want to show you is because it does two things. It shows what I'm working on currently, and it shows, to me anyway, it's the best I can do because a lot of the stuff I did on that car I can't show. It's dark over here, and even when it's sunny, it's dark over here. So I'm going to try to show you. Now right now, yes, some of the wrinkles have came back. I had it pulled tight, and some of the wrinkles have came back into it. But not all of them. But you can see it. I went ahead and had to stick the dome light in it because I'm trying to work on an adjustment issue. The headliner is going to have to be in the car a little bit crooked, a little bit sideways, because the roof's not exactly square. So I'll put you in as even with this bow. You see how the driver's side's down and passenger side's up on the dome light. Well, that's because that inner brace up in the roof is bent. That was after we straightened it. That roof structure that runs through there is bent a little bit up and back. So basically the roof on the car is twisted over toward the driver's side, and the driver's side door is at least a quarter of an inch shorter than the passenger side door, because I made things fit. I made gaps work. They're not perfect. There's a lot of welding, beating, banging, bending, and bondo involved, but I made the doors fit. It's all been a compromise. You have to make things fit when you can't make the car fit the parts. You have to make the parts fit the car. But you have to be willing to do that when you're trying to take a car that was wrecked that hard and make it work again. You have to be willing to compromise a little bit, or something's going to take a long time, or you're going to have even less original metal when you're done. Because if I'd have replaced everything, made a jig and put everything together from headlight to tail light, brand new, made everything fit, yeah, it would have been a better car, but it wouldn't have been that car. But there's always a reason why you fit something. There's always a reason why you didn't just do something else. We looked for a long time for a real super sport car, but there weren't any that you could prove without a doubt at the time was an SS car, because every one of them were clones. And there's nothing wrong with a clone, but when you have a real super sport car, why not fix it? Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.